I did travel a long way today, but the weather in Charlotte wasn't so nice, and it's a lot sunnier here in California, so it wasn't so bad. But Thomas Edison vaulted ahead of his competitors, not only through the development of innovative products, but through his ability to creatively communicate their benefits to customers. Edison used a combination of advertising, product demonstration, direct mail, and public relations in his marketing mix, creating a global mega brand in an era that was dominated by the telephone and the telegraph. As well, Edison viewed the media as a way to educate his customers on how to use his new-to-the-world innovations. In what we do with Everyday Edisons, the PBS TV show, we travel around the country and we see the spirit of innovation every city that we go to. Last year we looked at nearly 15,000 ideas from ordinary people who have extraordinary ideas, and we get to take a part in the process of taking their idea, their sketch on a napkin, and help them get to the store shelves. Late last year we launched an online initiative called Edison Nation, which furthers the mission of finding innovative ideas by partnering with some of the largest manufacturers and retailers in the United States and identifying areas where they're looking for innovation. We've come up with an efficient means to connect opportunities with people who have ideas to solve those opportunities. We like to make dreams come true. That's what we're all about. And we like to celebrate innovation. And today we're here to celebrate the finalists in the media and visual communications category. There are two finalists in the category. The Flip Mino camcorder, which was talked about earlier today, congratulations on their acquisition. A cell phone-sized camcorder that allows users to easily upload high-quality mini-movies captured on a slim camcorder right to the web. Powered by two AA batteries, users can purchase a Flip Mino, take it out of the box, and be shooting footage within 5 minutes. And the second is the Instructional Genome, a smart software learning tool using artificial intelligence that immediately reads and interprets your inputs, then suggests learning options themed to your interests. The result is a revolutionary educational platform that ultimately self-adapts and self-paces to maximize the user's learning preferences. And this year's winner of the Edison New Product Award, the silver is the Flip Mino camcorder, and the gold is Instructional Genome. Congratulations.
Okay. Actually, Sarah, I think, oh, you're right. Sorry, my mistake. Excuse me. I seem to have lost, there we go. I apologize for that. Introducing our finalists in the industrial design category is Mr. Bill Mugridge, co-founder of IDEO. Bill works in IDEO's headquarters office here in Palo Alto. Among his many accomplishments, Bill designed the first laptop computer, the Grid Compass, and pioneered interaction design as a discipline. Bill's been active in design education throughout his career, notably as a visiting professor in interaction at the Royal College of Art in London and consulting associate professor in the design program at Stanford University. He's most interested in what people want, who they are, and how they interact with other people, things, and places. His book, Designing Interactions, is available from MIT Press and was named one of the 10 best innovation and design books of 2006 by Businessweek. Bill travels all over the world speaking on the subject of design, and we are very honored and grateful to have him here with us today to present the 2009 Edison Awards category for industrial design. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Bill Mugridge.
Yeah, we've heard today, haven't we, that Edison wasn't just interested in inventing stuff. He was interested in what people wanted. He did consumer research. He really got into the sense of what would be valuable and really matter to people. So I think the idea of industrial design really being about people and being about what people want and what's beautiful and what they enjoy, what's appropriate. That seems a very nice addition to this series of awards. Of course, I'm a designer, so I have to have slides. And I have to also tell you about the past, the present, and the future of industrial design in about 3.5 minutes. So we have to go back to the father of modern design, Dieter Rams. He's the one who did these beautiful, very simple geometric forms for things that you have in your everyday life, like this coffee maker. And his motto was weniger, aber besser, less but better. So it was a very minimalistic sort of idea. When we move forward, though, we find that almost all the people who want to be famous designers seem to need to do a lamp. Here's a couple of guys who are both from Switzerland, actually. Richard Sapper on the left with the Tizio lamp, designed in Milan, but he's a Swiss person. And that's many years ago, 30 years back. And then a very recent Swiss from Herman Miller, the leaf lamp by Yves Behar, who actually lives and works here at the Fuse project in the Bay Area. The person who really broke this minimalist idea and allowed us to think more richly about humor and rich appearance and texture was Ettore Sottsass, who started the Memphis movement in Italy. There he is cavorting with a lot of his friends in a boxing ring, of course. That's what you have to do. He was well known before he ever did the Memphis idea for a lot of beautiful business products like typewriters, and particularly for this Valentine typewriter, which was designed about 10 years before the Memphis movement. But I think actually the idea of sort of bringing a richness of color, of texture, of form is exemplified by this example of Venetian glass, where you take a very beautiful craft which has evolved over centuries, and then you add these sort of brash, new, exciting colors and textures. So that's a little piece of his work. Then we moved on to, for me, the idea of actually trying to deal with this world of electronics, the digital age. And I was lucky enough to have the chance to work on this first laptop computer in 1980. It was launched in 1982. But the terrible lesson was that, I designed it working on the physical design, the engineering, the way it was formed, the shape, the way it folded down. And I was really proud of my work. And then I took the first prototype home and started to try and use it. And I realized that, my bit was about 5 minutes worth, and the software and hardware was worth the rest of the day. So I realized that you really have to think about industrial design differently if you're going to work in the digital age. And that's what started me off on interaction design. So I think if we think about the changes between then, the age of form giving for industrial design, between now and the future, we have to deal with this new digital technology. We have to deal with the internet, the connectivity, the globalization. And we see many shifts. And I just want to give you a couple of shifts between what we're doing now and what we might be doing in the future. If we think about physical products, we have the idea of moving from things that are really personal products, like the iPhone, which we've just seen getting its gold award, something you carry with you, it's an object, has digital technology in it, it's got connectivity, it's a beautiful thing, but it really belongs with a person. And perhaps there's a shift from that towards thinking about the person in a more holistic way. And for example, health and well-being, a project here with CDC, the Center for Disease Control, about dealing with obesity. Obesity is frightening. Look at that. The red areas are people who have areas of the country where we have 25 to 30% of people who are too fat. And the rest of them, the yellow ones, are 15 to 20%. And boy, this lunch didn't help, did it? And then if we think another more holistic version of design, we're thinking about the environment in a larger way. Perhaps we can also see a change there.